Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It has been a minute, actually it's been 3 weeks since I put a video out, but it's the end of Season 7, and I decided I'm going to show y'all some of my battles in the last week, where I moved up to rank 41 at the end of season leaderboard. So we ended up 3606, like I said, rank 41. I didn't play the last few days, and I didn't play sporadically throughout because work's been pretty crazy, but hopefully work's going to be getting easier here in the next week or so, and we're going to be so ready for Season 8. Y'all know what team I used in Great League. Come on, it's the same team. Shadow Hypno, Scrafty, Lickilicky this season. And yeah, I'm calling it Scrafty and the boys. So let's go ahead and get in this video. But if you haven't, definitely hit that sub button. Season 8, we're going to be back on that grind. I'm going to be showing you all my games, and hopefully that is enough to help y'all get to your goals in the season as well. So let's get into it. All right, so like I said, there's going to be 4 sets here, so let's go ahead and get into set 1 here. Surfetch is a pretty good lead. The only thing is if they stay in, they can go for like a Brave Bird or possibly even 2 Night Slashes if they sneak in moves. Otherwise, you could go for the full farm down, which is going to be unfortunately 1 confusion through. But you know what? We got that confusion through there, so I'm going to shield this. Even if it is the Brave Bird, you know, we get to avoid that. I'm probably going to switch into Lickilicky here. Oh, it is actually a Jellicent, so I decided I'm going to throw off this Thunder Punch and then probably switch into Lickilicky just in case Hypno has a good matchup in the back, which I'm assuming it does because they stayed in with the Surfetch. Looks like I go for 2 here. Makes sense. I had so much energy, might as well get it through. As long as I can get out of this matchup before they throw a move, everything's good. And we do get out of this matchup. We come into Lickilicky. I imagine they have something weak against Hypno in the back. If I was to guess, Venusaur is my guess here. We'll see, though. Oh, they go for the Bubble Beam, so they debuff us. It is actually a Bastiodon. And the Lickilicky has Earthquake. We are reduced in damage, but, you know, Earthquake's a big move. Super effective. Probably going to do a lot here. This game's pretty over. Scrafty in the back is obviously good against both of these Mon, and you'll be able to get a bunch of farm here from the Bastiodon as well. I think it looks like I'm about to go for this Body Slam. Probably should just go for the Earthquake, even though I'm probably not going to make it after this Stone Edge, because they're never going to shield. I guess I just throw it right at the end because I'm never going to make it. Okay, that's fine. That's better than just throwing it and not knowing whether or not you're going to survive or not. So yeah, we use Lickilicky instead of Munchlax this time around because of G-Fisk. Problems with G-Fisk. But it is actually worse against Bastiodon because it does take you so long to get to that move, whereas Bulldoze is a little cheaper to get to on Munchlax. But, you know, it's your call on which backline you like the most between, like, Umbreon, Lickilicky, and Munchlax. Those are the 3 I like the most. I know a lot of people run Vigoroth, which is obviously going to be better against Steel leads, and a little better against the Lick normal types, which are actually around a ton. Okay, Swampert in the lead. If y'all have been in this channel long enough, you know that this is actually not a great lead for us. It is neutral against us, but it's kind of neutrally good against our whole team. You can go for the 1 shield win with Hypno with Ice Punch. Actually, I think you can do it with anything because the confusions just do so much. Oh, no, you have to have Ice Punch because, yeah, 1 has to land. But what I like to do is usually throw an Ice Punch and then switch out into Lickilicky. The only thing about that is sometimes they do throw before, which is fine. You can take the hit on Hypno. Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking the Shadow Swampert. I don't know. All Swampert versions I hate seeing usually. They do end up staying in this matchup, which is weird. So I do decide to go for the Body Slam here. If they do throw a move, I'll probably shield it and try to go for a farm down, thus pretty much winning switch. I assume that's what I would do. And he does actually end up switching out. He's going to get a ton of farm here on the Skarmory, which is okay for us. At least we know we can bring in Hypno. Swampert is pretty low. Only thing is, what do we think is going to be in the back? And I think it could be, well, it would be weird to be Galarian Stunfisk. I don't know. It could be Machamp, which would suck. Also, Galvantula is another good Pokemon with these 2 That seems to be around a lot. In fact, I would bet more often than not this is going to be a Galvantula in the back. So I do go for the shield here. I think they went up to 10. So definitely going to want to shield a Brave Bird. They do get an extra air slash in. Not great for us. But we're getting these Thunder Punches in. And they're going to do a decent amount. Not going to KO from here. But, you know, decent amount. Probably going to end up letting Hypno go here. I don't even think this KOs, but we're not going to be able to farm down it. Really? Okay. They did go for the Brave Bird. Only thing is, if they bring in Swampert, because this Hydro Cannon probably kills. If it doesn't, that's not bad for us. Because the Confusion did already go through. We did live. Oh, Cresselia in the back, and this is pretty bad. So I think, well, we probably shouldn't have shielded Hypno the second time around. That would have been nice farm to get, but it doesn't seem to have mattered here. Yeah, Moonblast does a lot. And they still have a shield, so we never win this matchup against Cresselia. Actually saw a pretty decent amount of Cresselia here the second time around, or the last week of Great League. So, yeah, tough. Cresselia is really good against our team because it beats Hypno since we don't have Shadow Ball. Lickilicky beats it, but it beats Hypno in the front and then Scrafty in the back. So it can be very difficult to bring a Cresselia out from the back. And yeah, it's really good this time around. All right, Ninetales lead. So if it's Charm, we definitely want to stay in. If it's Powder Snow, I do like to throw a move and then switch to Lickilicky, because Powder Snow is not too bad for Scrafty as long as you stay away from the Dazzling Gleam. They do switch into Mew here, which is pretty good for us, to be honest. I could go for like 2 more Confusions if I wanted to, and then switch to Lickilicky, or I can just switch right away. Mew's never going to pressure us in any significant way on Lickilicky. Even 2 Wild Charges really doesn't do too much, so... could get a lot of farm out from here. I do wish I had gone for like 2 more Confusions, though. That would have been nice. And now I can just lick down, even if they throw another Wild Charge. We do actually beat them before they get to another Wild Charge, which is crazy. Probably going to come back in with Alolan Ninetales. We do have the Body Slam available. We will survive a Weather Ball, so I'm not going to probably shield this. And then it becomes whether or not I think they farm up a ton to pressure shields if I want to bring out Scrafty or Hypno back into this matchup. Probably if we get these 2 Body Slams off, we definitely can come in with Scrafty, get a little farm down. What do I think is going to be in the back here, though? Yeah, just let this go. Come in with Scrafty and get 1 hit, or come in with Hypno to get 1 hit. It's a tough call, but it's fine either way. Does end up being a Drifblim, so we ended up coming with a Hypno. Probably should have come in with this Scrafty. Doesn't really matter. This matchup's not too bad. Icy Winds will add up. I think 3k. It's either 3 or 4 KO. The attack stat is pretty high on Drifblim. Okay, it looks like 4. They do have 2 shields. So one thing to really worry about in this matchup is the timer is going to be a significant thing. You don't want to throw a move into the Alolan Ninetales at such low HP just to catch a move. So we're going to want to try to get out of this matchup, or not get out of this matchup, but not get baited into their switch. But also in that same vein, Hypno with shields is not very bad against Drifblim. So probably we can take this hit. If they do have a Weather Ball on Alolan Ninetales, we're definitely going to want to shield that. I mean, we definitely have to shield this one. We don't want Scrafty to go down. We do have to be worried. I think the timer is about to come up here. And you see I switched right away just to remove that debuff. But also we had a little bit of energy here. So if he wanted to try to catch or whatever, or if he was trying to farm up, he wouldn't be able to, because, you know, we do have super effective moves still. Yeah, I could shield this. It doesn't have another move. Maybe Alolan Ninetales has a move, but definitely doesn't have 2. which it would need 2 to kill this Hypno, I think, and then another to KO the Scrafties. So yeah, it would need 3 moves, which obviously it doesn't have there. Alright, Umbreon, this is a horrific lead. Yeah, if you've been in the channel, you know Umbreon's really bad because if we switch into Lickilicky and they don't have to switch out, and if they don't switch out, we're just kind of like screwed. But, well, not always, depends on their team comp, but usually if their team's a balanced team, they're going to be able to KO us. So, yeah, we're going to try to just build up to 2 body slams just in case they're trying to switch out. I want to have a ton of energy on their switch in case they don't have a good switch in. Or a switch in that wins, but only in even scenarios while we're down HP. So I definitely don't want to double body slam into this Umbreon if I don't have to. That's why I'm always going up to 2, hoping that they switch out. Obviously, this person is not going to switch out, but we can always be hopeful. Like I said, usually if they don't switch out, you're pretty screwed because Umbreon does beat 2 of our Mon, and we would just be sacrificing Lickilicky here for free. And then we'd have to come in with Scrafty and hope that a ramped up Scrafty can do a lot to this team. Which ramped up Scrafty is very good, which is why we use the comp in general, or why we use this team comp. Alright, they're just going to play it out to the end. Respect. This doesn't KO us, which is actually really bad, probably, because they're going to be able to farm us down with Snarl. Ooh. Yep. And then we're just going to come in with Scrafty, probably eat a Last Resort right away, and just have to go for a farm down here. They probably don't get to 2. If they do get to another move, it'll definitely be foul play. But we're not shielding anything here. And the thing is, Hypno might actually be really good against the things in the back if it's an ABB team, because you would assume that it's super weak. Yeah, since it's super weak to the lead, it might be really good in the back. But our opponent also knew this going into this matchup, so they actually must be good against Hypno in the back. Oh, this isn't that bad. We have a shield advantage. We have a super effective move. Hopefully they throw Shadow Ball, and we don't get baited, but we definitely have to shield both of these moves. With the confusions adding up... Okay, and it was a Shadow Ball. Nice. It might have Ice Beam Shadow Ball. With the confusions adding up, we might only need to land one of these Thunder Punches to get through this matchup. We do need a shield against Venusaur. So hopefully we just get to this Thunder Punch now. Maybe we don't need a shield against Venusaur because Scrafty does have a lot of HP, will survive 1 Frenzy Plant. And I think this Confusion actually KOs. Okay, nice. Now you just Confusion, throw an Ice Punch if you need to. Yeah, definitely going to need to throw one, but we have the shields here, so we're still really good. And then we still have Scrafty in the back with some energy, not... Oh no, Scrafty doesn't have any energy because we threw a foul play at the Venusaur there. Okay. Alright, this game's done. They probably should have swapped in something. I guess they should have swapped in Venusaur, since it has a worse matchup against Hypno. Alright, Game 5 here against Wallower. You guys know Wallower. Really high on the leaderboards at the end of every season, pretty much, and has a YouTube channel. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. And a Twitch channel, which I think is twitch.tv/Wallower, if I was to guess. Yeah, I'm sure you know who he is. Anyways, Lickilicky lead, Lickitung lead. I like to switch into Lickilicky. I do the same thing I do against Umbreon. I don't throw right away. I throw it every time I get to a second or near a second body slam so that I can have an energy advantage if they do decide for a late switch in, which a lot of these teams seem to do with Lickitung in the front. I'm just so used to saying Lickilicky, sorry. With Lickitung in the front, they like to whittle you down and then switch into their matchup. So that's why I like to keep 2 body slams available. Lickilicky does lose this matchup. Another swap in where if they stay in, it's pretty rough for us. I do believe he ends up switching into a Medicham here. And since he's staying in, I decided I'm just going to keep throwing my energy. I guess he's just going to stay in this matchup. And then I think he eventually switches, and I'm like, ooh. But at least this Lickitung is low. We did get him on the CMP tie. We do win CMP tie because Lickitung is XL. Lickilicky is not XL. I don't have the XLs for a Lickitung, so that's why I use this mon. Oh, he actually doesn't switch, which I decided to not throw. Let this go. Let Scrafty have a little bit of farm here and hope that Hypno can win the back matchups, which I'm assuming it can. Scrafty's not caring anything about what's happening here. I'm pretty sure I remember it's a Metacham. Okay, it is Metacham. Do decide to switch into the Hypno here. They do come in with Jellicent, but like we saw in the last matchup, Jellicent's not the hardest counter against Hypno. Does take a lot of damage. If you ever get baited by Bubble Beam, it's rough, but you still are doing a decent amount of damage. They do throw Shadow Ball here. And we're just going up to 2 Thunder Punches, throw them both right here. Try to get both of these shields. You know what's funny? I could throw the Ice Punch just because it doesn't really matter. But definitely shouldn't be doing that. All right. We get that one confusion through. They're probably going to let this go. Huh. I think I get to this Thunder Punch before they get to 2 Shadow Balls. I'm pretty sure. But how much health? I mean, okay, they do go for a Shadow Ball. I could switch into this next move as well. Okay, nice. Catch the Shadow Ball here. This is definitely the Shadow Ball, which we resist, so that's nice. They are going to bring in Metacham. Oh, I do believe I remember this game. I think he gets a little greedy, tries to farm us all the way down, which allows us to get all these foul plays off, which, even though it's an XL Metacham, these are neutral, and Scrafty's no joke, right? So we're going to get these 2 foul plays off. It's going to get pretty low. I believe Hypno has a move, but Metacham would win CMP. But this is actually going to be pretty close. I wonder if we can get to this power-up punch, which would actually KO. Oh, okay. We'll throw this Thunder Punch. The worst this could be is Psychic, I guess. Ice Punch is okay. But he doesn't get 2 moves off, even though he has 1 billion energy, because we do have the Thunder Punch and the clock is not up. If the clock were up, it would be a different story. He could switch in and, yeah, probably eat that move. But Confusion doing a lot here. Going to win us that game. GG to Waller. All right, that's the first set. I believe... Oh, man, I don't remember. I just edited the video. I think this got us to 15-18. This 4-1. Yep, 15-18. I'm going to show you the next set. I don't believe these sets are on the same day. Actually, I think they are. I think these 2 are, and then the next 2 aren't. So they switch into Stunfisk. Usually when I see a Stunfisk with the Venusaur in the lead, I think Bastiodon in the back. So it means I probably want to go for a shield on an Earthquake. I don't know how I don't get an excellent there. Not great. But if you do end up shielding an Earthquake in this type of matchup, you can get a ton of farm here in the second half. And you can go for the Bastion on the back. Oh my gosh. So I decide not to shield, and they end up baiting, which is not great by them. Probably I'll end up shielding the second one. Technically, I would live in Earthquake, but if I shield an Earthquake here, it really ensures I have a ton of farm to throw at this Venusaur. So if you look at our switch timer, it's almost up. I'm going to want to throw a couple counters and then throw a foul play into the Venusaur. And then our switch timer will be up. I can switch into Lickilicky, bait out another Steel type if they have it. If they don't, it is what it is. But, oh, I decided to go for 2 foul plays. It makes sense. They're not going to get to the move in time. I can at least pressure this shield off of Venusaur, come in with Lickilicky, do no shields, and hope that the licks are enough, which they probably would be. Or if he just stays in, we have Scrafty and Hypno in the back. Both of them have such good coverage amongst themselves that I should be able to win any one-shield scenario against whatever Pokemon they have in the back, no matter what it is. Scrafty would be the hardest thing for us to play in the back. So it does end up being an Azumarill in the back, which this is a fine matchup. They have to throw energy into Lickilicky. This Azumarill is very XL'd. That body slam looks like it did almost nothing. We're going to get 2 full body slams off here. Probably won't get 3 unless they go for an absolute insane full farm down. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they will end up throwing like an Ice Beam when they get to 100 energy or something like that. And we actually do end up getting to 3 body slams there, so that's pretty sweet. Get this guy down super low, although please get to this. Uh-oh. So I could come in Scrafty here, theoretically. Yeah, and just eat this move. Scrafty doesn't have real play against Venusaur, and it doesn't have any play against this Azumarill either, so I might as well eat this energy up. Come in with Hypno, go for the farm down on both of these Mon. They're not going to get any moves off. Venusaur might get a move off, but Azumarill definitely not. Yeah, Hypno, taking it. Scrafty did some work there, you know, against Galarian Stunfisk, and then became a just some fodder at the end. All right, so Mew, you guys know I like to come in Scrafty against Mew, just a better chance against Asian Milkman's team. Usually, Defense Deoxys doesn't end up shielding the first foul play, so I just throw it right away. No baits, I mean, because they probably will shield the second one. So if you want to bait, you can bait on the second one, or you can just go for it and take a shield advantage. Deoxys is pretty tough for our team. As you see there, I end up going for a Power Punch. Oh, man. This can really bite you, though, if you don't go for... Especially since... Yeah, you saw me wanting to try to hit the foul play there. That's not how that works. If they don't shield this, we're pretty done for. And they don't. So that sucks. What I could do is come in Hypno, get a big farm down. Okay, I like this. Because they're going to get 1 Thunderbolt off, but they're not really going to get another move off. They can go Thunderbolt, Psycho Boost, but we don't really care about Psycho Boost since we resist it. Oh, they're going to go double Rock Slide. Okay, they have an interesting moveset. Alright, they're going to come in Mew, but they don't know that we don't have Shadow Ball, so they have to kind of shield this. And then we'll come in Lickilicky. It could be a triple Psychic team? Is it? I don't remember. If it is, it'll probably be Metacham in the back, which would be very tough for us. No reason to really shield Mew here. If it is Wild Charge, it is. But it doesn't do that much damage. It is a Azumarill in the back. This is probably pretty good for us. Yeah, because of the 2 shield advantage, and they do have to throw energy at this Lickilicky. Now, I said that they had to throw in the last one, and they definitely didn't throw, but, I mean, we have such high HP here. There's no way they can farm us all the way down. We'll get, like, 6 body slams off if they try, which is obviously enough to KO. I think 4 body slams plus the lick damage is enough to KO even the biggest XL Azumarill. I shield this move. Really? I guess I'm waiting for the timer to come back? Oh, yes, that is what's happening, I think. Because an Ice Beam doesn't do too much here. The only thing that would be scary is a Hydro Pump, but I think I'm all in on Lickilicky. This is very rare, y'all, because I almost always say oh my gosh, the name. I almost always say Lickilicky is like the throwaway Pokemon. It's there to make sure that we either like win switch or lose switch, like soft lose, I guess, to it. So yeah, now is whether or not it's just going to be whether or not you believe that they can get off 2 wild charges. They definitely won't be able to because we have so much energy for the double body slam, right? And body slam's actually really scary for Mew because Mew's actually very what's it called? Very squishy Pokemon. I don't think they can get to 2 wild charges. So then it's a question of whether they're going to get to 2 surfs. Oh, man. Oh, no. If they have 2 surfs right here, we're definitely screwed. Unless we got a lick through, a lick through would KO the Mew. Do they have it? Oh, we did get the lick through. Okay. All right. Hypno into Pelipper. It's an okay matchup. It's good for Hypno, but you'd have to go all the way to the 2 shield scenario. They do switch into Stunfisk. Already I'm thinking what's in the back is either Bastion, Sableye, Lickitung. Those are the only things that can be in the back. All three of those, Scrafty is good against. So what I'll probably end up doing is going for the shield here on the Earthquake. Go for the farm down. And then switch into Lickilicky as soon as I can. Hoping that the timer will come back up. This should just be a Rock Slide, even if it is an Earthquake because of a slow swap, which there was kind of a slow swap. It would be fine. We don't need that much health to beat those Pokemon I mentioned. Well, Sableye, we would need a decent amount of health. These fast attacks are actually going to be doing a lot. They're super effective, but the Weather Ball, well, it's still going to be doing a lot because Pelipper is so attack weighted. Definitely going to get to this right in time to catch. A little lucky there, but also we've played these matchups out a billion times, and this is how it tends to work out. You usually are able to get Scrafty out of any secondary matchup after switching in the Scrafty on a good matchup. So I'm going to go for the full lick down, I believe. Pelipper is very squishy, so we definitely are going to be able to do it. If it is a steel type in the back, we're going to get to those Earthquakes. It does so happen to be the Lickitung in the back. A lot of people using this as a safe swap. More and more people have XL Lickitungs nowadays. It is everywhere in Great League, especially after Retro Cup. So, yeah, expect it a lot. They're definitely not going to want to shield any of these body slams, which is great for me. I don't care if you shield it or not. I still have Scrafty in the back. You're going to have to do 2, maybe even 3 body slams to KO Scrafty, so you're not going to be able to save up. Well, you can save up 3, but you have to throw 1 here. You can save up almost 3. It's 35 energy with 100 energy max. So you can almost save up 3, but you have to throw 1 into my Lickilicky. We do have the Power Punch already available. The only question is whether or not they think we're throwing a foul play. We did have enough energy for it. Is going to show whether or not they're going to want to shield, which they do end up shielding. I'm not going to shield here. Even if it's Power Whip, it's not going to do enough. And Body Slam is definitely not going to do enough. They don't have any energy on the Pelipper, so I can just switch out fast into the Hypno. They won't be able to get anything off there. I just want to save a little, as much as Scrafty as I can. This Thunder Punch is going to pressure the amount of life they do have left. And, yeah, we get it. King Rayquaza, we've seen this guy a lot. He changes his team up quite often, if I remember, because I don't remember a Shiftry lead. Shiftry lead is actually very difficult for us also. They get energy fast. They pressure Lickilicky a lot, and Lickilicky really can't pressure back. Yes, the body slams do a lot, but the lick damage is doing nothing, which is a perfect matchup for Shiftry. Shiftry's very, very squishy, so it getting into a matchup where the fast moves aren't really doing as much as they could be is perfect for Shiftry. They do end up coming into the Deoxys here. I'm just going to throw these body slams. I think they're probably going to farm us all the way down, but we're going to do a decent amount of damage in the process. What my hope would be is to have Hypno come back in, gain a lot of energy, and pressure the Shiftry with the Ice Punches. This is pretty nice. We are going to get it into Confusion range. Several Confusions, but enough to get a little bit of energy. Now, they are at 100 energy themselves, so they are going to be able to throw 2 moves into this Hypno. Probably not 2 Thunderbolts, but maybe a Thunderbolt and a Psycho Boost, or a double Rock Slide. So it does look like they're going to go for a double Rock Slide. They won't get any other moves off after that in. We did sneak in 2 Confusions, but that didn't really matter too much. They were never going to get to 3 Rock Slides. I now expect Shiftry to come back in, and I think this player outplayed me here, if I remember right. No, they did come in with Shiftry. Okay. Sometimes I'm going for the auto switch. I mean, this isn't great either. So I go for the foul play. Oh, I think I remember this matchup. They end up like triple baiting me with Grass Knot, which is weird. I think this worked out for them. Another Cresselia in the back, which is obviously very tough for us. I I don't advise going for triple baits here with Grass Knot, especially when Moonblast is literally one more Psycho Boost away. And you do win this matchup clearly as the Cresselia player going straight Moonblast. So maybe we should have gone for a bait right here. I definitely think I've lost track of their energy. If I remember, man, this game happened like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Wait, how long? No, 1 week ago. Oh my gosh, my sense of time is just like terribly off. That's right. All these matchups happened in that last week. So actually, it probably only happened like 4 days ago. Go for the Ice Punch here, but unfortunately, we lose CMP because this Shift Tree was able to farm up a ton. So I do get all this extra farm, but I'll never get to another foul play. So maybe I should have baited at some point. Our opponent did win, but like I said, I do not advise baiting every single time, especially when the move doesn't cost you anything extra. GG's to our opponent. All right. Hypno into Lickitung. We saw, like I said earlier in this video, we saw this a ton. We saw a lot of lead Lickitungs. It does beat a lot, so I can understand why it's in the front. For sure, it's just so tough for our team, especially when we switch into the lesser counterpart. They know they don't have to switch out, so it really becomes tough for us in the back. But usually Hypno would have pretty good matchups against the things in the back. I think Lickitung is paired well with Medicham and Jellicent. So those are good things to think about. I think that's what it's good with. I personally don't have one, so. All right, another Azumarill. So it might be double water, Azumarill, Jellicent, if I was to guess. I'm guessing that now, maybe because I'm remembering this in my subconscious. Like double water, is that a thing? I don't know. We'll see. All right, the Azumarill does have to throw a move here. We're definitely going to want to come in with Hypno and get some farm. What could they have in the back here? Maybe it is that Jellicent, and then Scrafty's like just set for success here. Probably not shielding. Ice Beam won't KO us. I don't think a play... I did shield. Okay. Oh, because I think the switch timers are so weird that I'm going to be able to come in with Hypno and get some farm. Probably not shielding this. I imagine I'm saving this last shield for Scrafty. It is the play rough, so I think they're close to being out of energy here. Maybe we can get a little bit more farm. The only thing is I don't know where their switch window is. Oh my god, and they do end up switching into this. Oh my goodness. I hope a Body Slam doesn't KO because we're losing lots of energy if it does. Okay. We probably don't get that second confusion, yeah, we probably don't get that second Thunder Punch off. Yeah. But we come in with Scrafty, and now we get a huge farm, right? They're going to land probably 2 Body Slams. Or a Body Slam and a Grass Knot, maybe? I don't know what's better. Obviously, like I said, not having this Pokemon, I don't know exactly what the ins and outs are here. I'm probably just going to let this hit me. Just come out of this matchup with huge amount of farm. And see what I can do against an Azumarill with no energy. And whatever they have in the back, hopefully Jellicent. I don't remember the Azumarill's health. Oh, it's pretty low. Probably... Okay, weird switch in there. They tried to bait a foul play, but we also need to foul play this Azumarill just to get it out of the way. Like, even the full charged up foul play did not KO. And what I'm going to do is probably go for... Am I going to go 2 foul plays into Lickilicky, or am I going to go 1 foul play into Lickilicky into an Earthquake? I don't know. They do get hit, so I decided just to come in here. I'm throwing an obvious Body Slam because they kind of have to shield. Now, I know that I remember this player doesn't shield, but they kind of have to. So, because this is still damage, even though it's double resisted. And they're not really pressuring me in any sort of way. I'm not going to shield. Lickilicky is better in this matchup, I guess, because of the lick damage. So that's why I'm shielding that. But we're not pressured here in any way. I think even a bone club from here does like nothing. It probably does about half the health we have, maybe 2/3 of the health we have left. And then they're one lick away from getting KO'd. It was an interesting switch in because we definitely had to foul play. I guess they save a lot of energy that we could have farmed up on a Zoom roll because we knew it was out of energy. And then I believe after this game, we were at 3568 after the set. I mean 3561. Okay. Okay, that name looks like someone we just faced. So this must be a different day. Oh, no. I remember this game. Okay, Shadow Celio. So 2-0 Butters actually made this Pokemon popular. I don't remember what they have in the back when they run this. Something's telling me Umbreon's in the back. But I don't remember. It's weird because Shadow Celio, like our whole team beats it. So it's strange because I don't know what's in the back. So I don't know whether I'm supposed to be sacrificing Hypno in the front or if I need to farm this up with Hypno, or not Hypno, with Scrafty by switching into Lickilicky. So I do end up switching into Lickilicky after not taking very much damage on the Hypno so that I can have Hypno for later. Odds are the thing in the back is going to be bad against Scrafty as well. Or Hypno's going to be good against... No, but Hypno would beat the whole team. I don't know. I really don't know what this is going to be in the back. Maybe it's a safe swap. So like Sableye. I think this is actually going to be a Sableye. Which can be tough for our team because I'm probably going to shield this Venusaur once on Hypno. If I know the team, then maybe I just let this Hypno go. This is so much energy though. Ooh, I have a feeling I should have just let this Hypno go. Go for the farm down on Scrafty onto this Venusaur. I probably get like 5 counters in. Don't show me Sableye. I don't remember this game. I don't do Sableye. Oh no, that's really bad. Especially since I threw a confusion there. Because what they can do is go for a bait. I kind of have to shield. But if this is a bait, it's like pretty bad. It is actually to return. Oh, what they might do is actually their switch window is up. So they might try to catch a foul play on Celio. Oh, I think I remember this game. I think that's what happens. I think they catch this foul play on Celio. Good catch. That's the thing about playing at this page 1 on the leaderboard is people are good. So beating them is... and this guy had energy as well. And the Scrafty, the Sableye is pretty high HP still. So we definitely need a foul play to KO. Huh. Now it's just like, can I catch? Okay. Does a foul play KO or Scrafty? We're decently low. I don't think it does. They have to get a return. Can we get to this Thunder Punch? No. Oh no, I think I get a power-up punch through. Because he doesn't have enough energy right now, I don't think. Oh, but it definitely lives. This is resisted. Foul play probably still doesn't KO us, so they need the return, but oof, 1 HP in the dream for our opponent. Really nice play by the opponent. Really interesting team. Definitely try out that Shadow Celio. From what I've seen, it's actually pretty good. Like I said, 2-0 Butters used it. If you haven't, you can go watch 2-0 Butters on YouTube. I'm sure he has those games up there somewhere. So this is Arrow, another Texan. You can check him out on Twitch TV /Arrow_. I like to go for like 2 or 3 confusions on the Hypno. Wait a minute, I don't go for 3. I go for 2. Actually, you can go for 3 because it's like the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Yeah, you can go for 3 confusions on the Jellicent and then switch out to Lickilicky if you want. He comes in with Fortress. Definitely wasn't ready for that, but I don't think he was ready for my Earthquake. So, what can this be? Earthquake probably KOs? Maybe? I remember this game. This game is wild. We do end up living. Should I go for this body slam? Okay, we go for it. We're gonna win the switch, kind of. Well, does this KO? It is resisted. We do win the switch. They come in with Shift Tree. He gets 2 snarls in. It's 3 snarls to the first leaf blade. This is really nice for us. Okay, I like this shield. It's going to be the strongest move left in the game anyways. Oh. Well, you just let this go. The worst this could be is Ice Beam. And it's a Bubble Beam. And I'm switching out into Hypno anyways because Hypno has literally no play against... Wait, is this a Shadow Ball? Is Shadow Ball KO? Oh my goodness. Okay, so at this point, I have 1 shield, and my only thinking is, I guess we just go for the foul play and hope he tries to make some hero call that we're throwing Pup, because it makes sense to throw Pup here. They have 2 shields. We have to get through them. And he ends up not calling it. And yeah, this is Scrafty against Shift Tree, and that's GG. We just shield whatever move, and we just counter down. So really nice for us there. They had to make... I mean, they didn't have to make a call. They could have just shielded, and it would have been GG. Throw some bubble beams onto Scrafty. Yeah. All right, got a Karchamal. Played this guy a few times during the season. I don't know if we ever played in Great League, but see if this has Charm. Nope. A lot of teams not really running Charm anymore on Ninetales in the front, so that sucks for us because we don't have the Fire Punch. But... So this is a false CMP. It's something to be wary of in the Alolan Ninetales Hypno matchup. They technically get to that move before you, so they could swap. They could dirty swap out in the middle of their move, and then you end up throwing this Thunder Punch onto whatever comes in. So that's tough. And this is the way I like to play this matchup out usually: no shield, into Thunder Punch, and then coming in with Lickilicky. Maybe you KO it if they decide to stay in. Usually they don't. They try to do some chip damage to Lickilicky, then come in with some other swap that needed a little bit of damage done to this Pokemon so that they could win the swap as well. They are loaded. They do have another Weather Ball. And this is Politoed, so it could be that Alolan Ninetales Politoed cast form team that we ran last season because of Jay Ingles. When he hit rank 1 on the leaderboard. So that's in my mind. Also could be just some sort of weird double water with either Jellicent or Azumarill in the back. One of those is good for Scrafty, the other isn't. But 2 out of 3 are good for Scrafty, so odds are Scrafty's decent in the back here. But what we can do is maybe come in with Scrafty here. But it's also nice to load up on energy on Hypno, and we know 1 Weather Ball doesn't KO. So I could see either way here. Scrafty's actually going to be decent against the Alolan Ninetales as well, especially since it's only like 1 counter away from getting KO'd, and they're only out of Weather Ball, so not too much to worry about. These only do about 25-30%, so they're not very scary. Gonna save that shield in case they have something super effective in the back. Even though we do have 2 shields, maybe if they get to another one we'll shield, but I kind of doubt it. I think Weather Ball coming from the Alolan Ninetales actually does more than the Weather Ball coming from this Politoed, so probably just gonna let this go. Even though I do have 2 shields, maybe I will want to preserve health. I don't know. I just don't respect Weather Ball that much coming from Politoed. I will shield this though, and we'll be able to farm this down because it doesn't have very much energy after this, and we already have 1 pup through, so it's only going to take like 2 or 3 counters. Yeah, 2 counters. And then the Politoed's almost already KO'd. Their switch window's not up. We can decide whether or not we want to stay in Scrafty or come in Hypno. Like I said, they battle such different things that with the shield advantage and both of them up, you're usually going to beat almost anything in the back. The only thing about this is the bubble damage actually is going to do a decent amount here. We probably do have to shield Scrafty here. Holy moly. Oh, I do remember this game because he messaged me afterwards, and I didn't I guess I didn't understand how things worked here. I thought I could get in a 2-turn move, and then, yeah, this ends up just being terrible for me. Yeah, I thought I could get a 2-turn move in because theirs is a 3-turn move, but he told me that damage doesn't, like, you get damaged 1 turn before, which I didn't know was a thing. So I should have been able to get that 1 move off and foul play, but I guess that's not how the game works. Still learning things every day, even though we've been playing GBL for 7 seasons. It is what it is. All right, Abomasnow. This is not a great matchup for us. They always have enough energy here to throw the energy ball. I almost never shield because they almost never throw energy ball. They usually throw weather ball. And then I throw the ice punch. They usually almost always shield because they don't know if we have fire punch. If we do have fire punch, double super effective. And then I switch into Lickilicky, hoping that I can eventually get this into the Scrafty matchup. When they throw, they almost always throw here. This is varied though. Sometimes they throw energy ball, sometimes they throw weather ball. Doesn't really matter to me. I don't care about Lickilicky at this point. They do come in with the zoom roll. Only thing here is that our Hypno is pretty low, so I probably will expend a shield between the Hypno or the Lickilicky, whichever I think has the chance to do more, which is almost usually always the Hypno. So this could also be a Jellicent in the back. A lot of people running Jellicent now that I keep saying it over and over, but usually Abomasnow, when I see it, it is paired with like Sableye, so that's something to keep in the back of your mind. If they allow me, I'll definitely try to go for this body slam. That way, maybe they're within 1 confusion. Well, it depends how XL this Azumarill is, but if it's not 2 XL, that is 1 confusion away. It is not. That is 2 confusions, which means they're definitely going to get an Ice Beam off onto Hypno, probably. Oh, this is always a tough spot because it's like, do I shield the Hypno now so that I have 2 Pokemon against the things in the back? Or do I let this go and hope Scrafty wins it all? If you think you made a hard read on the team, like we thought maybe it's Sableye in the back, definitely go for that move. It does end up being Jellicent in the back, which is probably a win for us. The only thing that is worrisome is getting Bubble Beamed into Oblivion. But I also don't have to shield Jellicent here, and maybe we see that it has Ice Beam. They still almost have a move on Abomasnow, so that is something to keep track of. They do end up having Ice Beam, which is a little rough for us. Not too much. We still have the shields. And we're going to get this foul play off. Super effective. Definitely not going to KO from here, but it is going to get it pretty low. Probably go for a shield and maybe... Oh, I can't go for farm down, but definitely probably going to shield this. And we probably have to save our last shield for Abomasnow no matter what. Which means I probably can't shield this Ice Beam if they do throw an Ice Beam. We do end up beating them to the foul play, though. So, pretty nice. That 1 extra energy coming in against the Azumarill. 1 extra counter coming through against the Azumarill, that is. This is still close. Oh, no, they end up leaving. I guess they didn't have as much energy on the Abomasnow as I thought they did. All right, Abomasnow. Hopefully this ends up being like a similar play out. Because I do... I feel like I play very consistent in a lot of the matchups that I talk about, because, you know, I've played them a million times. This is how I tend to play. This is how I tend to like to play them out. So the Abomasnow is Shadow? Yeah, I think it is Shadow. I can't see through our own shadowness, but yeah. That's fine. I don't care if it's Shadow or not Shadow, to be honest. We get the shield. We come in with Lickilicky. They stay in. Oh, they usually throw a move. Okay. I'm going to go up to the Shadow Ball and hope that they shield. But they've already shielded once. They probably never shield. So it's fine. What do I think they have in the back? I'm just going to guess Sableye again. It's pretty safe to say that Sableye and Abomasnow are really good together. I guess Sableye is really good with everything, but it just feels like a lot of the Abomasnow users definitely have Sableye. Probably because it's good against Metacham. Definitely not worth it to shield this. Ice Punch will get you really low into like 1 counter. Yeah, shielding a Psychic would have been insane, but I think they're in 1 confusion here, so hopefully they don't get to another move. If they do, it's to Ice Punch, which won't KO Hypno, but it will get us pretty low, but don't care about getting too low here. Might switch instantly to the Scrafty and hope they don't have double Fighter. It is Jellicent again. Okay, maybe Jellicent and Abomasnow pair. Oh, wait. We did use a Jellicent Abomasnow pairing in Ultra League like a few seasons ago when Ultra League was still level 40 and no XLs. Oh, no, wait. I think it was XLs, but a 40 Jellicent was fine because I think I used all my rare candy to make that Jellicent in a video. I do remember that. So, yeah, Abomasnow and Jellicent pair really well together. 3603, and then this is going to be the last set. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of names. I mean, you're definitely gonna see names you know. I'm sure you've known a lot of the names already. We saw Wallower, we saw Arrow. Yeah, a bunch of big names. So they come in with Umbreon. I do like to usually go 1 power-up punch. Sometimes I go 2 power-up punches and then a farm down. It really depends on if I think they have like a steal in the back. So a lot of these usually run like Umbreon is the safe switch with a steel type in the back. So if I believe there's a steel type, I mean, I won't shield anything here. That's the one big difference between the Galarian Stunfisk switch in and the Umbreon switch in. Umbreon can't really pressure Scrafty to get KO'd in any way. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for a big farm down here. Going to come out of this matchup with 2 foul plays. Probably throw at least 1 into the lead, which I was talking during it, so I don't remember what it was right here. This is definitely a foul play. Just let it go. If it were a last resort, it would probably KO us, but it's definitely a foul play. They can't get to like 4 last resorts. That'd be insane. Oh, it was Venusaur in the front. Okay. This is enough health on Scrafty that we could still beat like a Bastiodon. So I probably will throw both these foul plays and then switch into Lickilicky. They haven't gotten any Vine Whips through, none that I've seen at least. I know there is this thing where moves come through and you don't see them, so just look at your health bar and hope that you're seeing that damage eventually come through. We do take the energy advantage, or the shield advantage here. We're not going to shield Lickilicky, so they end up not throwing when they get to the move. Maybe they miscounted on our side. They were going to switch in to this body slam, but now they have to shield, which is great for me. Not shielding this. We don't know what's in the back, but I assume it's like, okay, we did shield it. Don't mind me. Okay, I guess I'm thinking, well, if I shielded once, you would think I got a double shield, right? Okay, at least I'm consistent. You either shield no times or both times, and then go for the farm down. Maybe I'm thinking it's a steel type in the back, and Earthquake's gonna. Good switch in by the opponent. Yep. Touche. That did nothing. Although the Earthquake will probably KO after the licks, so at least there's that. And we're probably never going to get pressured into dying here. Even to, I think we survived to, what's the ground move called? Oh my gosh, Bone Clubs. Yeah, oh my god, we survived like 3, but not with the Fire Spins. So we'll barely survive this, and I think get the Earthquake off, and then I'm just GG. Probably come in Scrafty and the Venusaur, because, like I said, they have to throw. They're never going to farm us down. And that's kind of scary. It doesn't matter. This game's over. Unless they somehow have 2 Frenzy Plants. Oh, and then I just switch into Hypno. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, Michael from Niantic. Another big name. Lickitung lead like we've seen all day. Or all week, I guess, at this point. Yep, they switch instantly into the Metacham. I believe Michael ended up on page 1 at the end of the season. Not sure. I think he hit page 1, maybe dropped onto page 2 by the end. So he's been getting better and better, and he was already pretty good. So I've never actually faced him before, so it's kind of an honor. You can win this matchup as Lickilicky if you call a shield and they don't shield. So this is actually pretty close. Metacham does live this. I'm hoping he doesn't know that. If we shielded that Psychic, we actually would have won this swap, which would have been nice. But we'll take the 1 Confusion extra for free here. I mean, maybe we get hit by an Ice Punch, but it doesn't really matter that much. Nope. Okay, so now if you really think about it, we're back into the lead matchup, but imagine I got that free Confusion from lag almost. That's kind of what this has become, which is nice for us, obviously. I do end up throwing in another Confusion there because I don't know what they're going to switch into. Talonflame is an interesting matchup. They almost never shield the first foul play, so always go for it. And then you can actually double shield into a power-up punch to win this matchup if this is how you so want to play this out. So that's what I'm going to do because the foul play landed. I guess you can call a flame charge here because it's definitely going to be flame charge, but you can still just shield and go for the power-up punches. Just make sure to throw in between the incinerates because you definitely don't want to let them get a free incinerate in. That's actually the worst thing that can happen. Gonna go for the shield here. I believe they're at 1 incinerate right now after this, so they would need 2 more incinerates to go for the Brave Bird, or 1 more to go for the flame charge, which actually might KO us from here. And then I switch into Hypno to go for the snipe, and we get it. It's the one thing about Incinerate. It's so long, you get to do whatever you want in between those moves. So they do come back in with the Licky Tongue. Keep saying Licky Tongue because I'm thinking Licky Lick or Lickilicky, but it's Lickitongue. And we're going to go for another Thunder Punch here. They can't really farm us all the way down. What they're probably trying to do is going up as high energy as they can to where they can body slam the Hypno for the KO and then try to go for 2 body slams. So he's probably going to undercharge this because he didn't realize we were going to go for the CMP here. Yeah, so he'll farm us all the way down, hope that he gets to 2 body slams and then gets the win that way. Otherwise, well, this is actually pretty close. I think he goes for the Power Whip. Yeah, I think I've been saying Grass Knot this whole video. Please excuse that. I never know the moves. Grass Knot. Mew has Grass Knot, right? Ooh, I do remember this loss already because this person messaged me and said they knew my team from watching our videos. So he knew not to switch out of the Umbreon here. And the team in the back almost doesn't matter. If they don't switch out of this Umbreon, okay, it does matter. As long as they don't have like generally good Pokemon like a Azumarill, Tropius, things like that. Maybe Hypno could win in the back without an Umbreon in the front. Hoping that that's the only counter to Hypno. And not only the only counter, but the only even neutral matchup, because with shields in a 2v1, yeah, it's just tough because you know both the Pokemon in the back are going to be good against Scrafty probably. So my guesses already are it could be Medicham in the back, it can be Tropius. You can go for some weird double flyer with Tropius and Altaria. You can go Azumarill. Yeah, things like that. You could even Shadow Machamp you could pair with it. So this is really at the beginning of the video when we saw the people end up switching out of Umbreon or Lickitongue this is what happens when they don't switch out. And yeah, you end up losing this matchup. They have a ton of energy. You have to come in with Scrafty here. You have to stay in Scrafty here because this is a horrific matchup for Hypno. Definitely no shield here. What we can end up doing, I think this is what my game plan was. What we can end up doing is stay in this matchup as long as possible. Hope that Hypno is within 1 charge move of KOing the Umbreon, which I don't think it is, but I think it's actually really low that even the Confusions being double resisted can still do enough. I have 2 foul plays here. Hopefully they don't shield because we're double reduced, right? Why shield? But 2 will still KO, I think. Ooh, it won't KO. But you know what? It'll get it low enough. So that's my game plan here. Hope Hypno's good against the third, which it almost assuredly is. No way this team is triple good against Hypno. And then hope that Hypno can also farm down. And we'll just go for with the full counter down here, even though we're triple reduced at this point. And then hope that Hypno with one charge move can farm down the Umbreon. So that's the game plan. Let's see how it goes. I guess I already gave away that it doesn't go well, but it actually ends up going really well comparatively. So we have the Umbreon here. We go for the double shield, probably, right? We kind of have to. I mean, we live one. I guess one doesn't matter that much. Oh, I'm going for the full confusion down. This is actually really close. Considering this guy said he knew our team and had the hard counters for us, this is actually really close. Because I think I do get the confusion down. Look how little these confusions do. But he should be completely out of energy now, and hopefully he's on a 4-turn cycle. So 1, 2, 3. So he was on a 4-turn cycle. We throw double Ice Punch into the Tropius. Hope he doesn't get any moves through. Switch into Scrafty. Scrafty's at like 1 1/4. Oh, he did get an Air Slash in. That's actually really bad. I think we switch into Scrafty right away. Oh, please. I don't think we end up doing that because we're so close to another Ice Punch. We should have just gone for the Ice Punch. No. I think I could have won this game. And probably we had to go for that Ice Punch right there. And then, well, but these just don't do anything, right? That's why we had to go for the Ice Punch, because these foul plays are just terrible. And then he's going to get the farm down here onto Scrafty. He's going to have a move for the Hypno. Yeah, that's going to be GG. Oh, the timeout. This match actually ends up timing out. I do remember that. So I think he saw the clock there at the end and decided to throw this move. Because if he tried to farm us down, might have been close, but I think he still would have won. And then we have this match against Onion Frank, the player who ended rank 1 at the end of the season. And this is the team he was using. Charm Ninetales. So at least we saw it in the front. But he knows our team, or he thought he did. He ended up talking to me after this game. I'll let this game go through first before. I actually talked to Onion Frank a decent amount because we did use his team earlier in this season to hit rank 5, and we made that video. And I think it was a similar team to this one. All right, we'll go to the 2 shield here. Actually, we'll go for this move, and then I think switch out into Lickilicky, or yeah, just to preserve Hypno a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit. Does come in with the Metacham, so we could actually since they're out of shields, we could actually win this matchup if we wanted to by shielding once. Although I believe he runs Power Punch. But it doesn't matter. We would shield the second Power Punch and we could win this matchup. But I decide to go. I'm pretty sure he's running Bastiodon, like 90% sure, because he always runs Bastiodon. So I'm just going to go for the Basti play and just go one shield up on Scrafty. Even if we get hit by a ton of charms, it's not going to be enough to KO Scrafty. And their Alola Ninetales was pretty low. We actually end up getting the simultaneous KO, and now we just gotta make a call. I'm 100% always coming in here with Scrafty. There's no chance I never come in with Scrafty here. I come in with Scrafty, comes in with Bastiodon. Switch is almost up. It's up right now. See if he switches in. I end up going for a pup, which doesn't make that much sense. And then I switch into Hypno just to go for this last confusion, hoping it KOs. It does KO. And that's GG. So we ended up talking after the game, and he said he thought that my last Pokemon was Umbreon. He knew I ran Dark, but he couldn't remember what the Dark type was. Don't worry, he beat me later. Remembering the team. Oh, no. He didn't beat me later. Because this is my last set of the season. Yeah. Another Charm Alolan Ninetales. This is so rare too. When it's Charm, you definitely have to shield. When it's Powder Snow, you don't have to shield on Hypno because you're not taking all that upfront damage. You don't have to worry too much. They do end up switching into this Galarian Stunfisk. And they switch into it very quickly. Or, I'm sorry, they switch into it after we already shielded. So, I kind of can't afford to shield this Scrafty. So I have to just go straight for the pups. No, like, trying to gain a lot of energy or anything like that, because they come in with Alolan Ninetales anyways, and then you'll die to that anyways. So, and I don't want to go down 2 shields. It doesn't make that much sense. You just hope that in the back, Lickilicky can do some work. And like you see here, usually I go for a farm down after an Earthquake, because I know they can only get to the rock slide, and you do survive. But since we're in this sort of matchup where I don't care about Scrafty anymore, might as well just burn through this Stunfisk. Just get through it, you know? Throw a couple counters into this Alolan Ninetales and hope for the best. Oh my god, they have a ton of HP left anyways. I guess I come in Hypno. This is tough, though. This is absolutely tough. Maybe I could come in with Lickilicky, but I have so much energy. Oh. They caught the Thunder Punch, but they end up shielding. Then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go for the Ice Punch now. Now that they saw I have Thunder Punch, I'll throw the Ice Punch, since they probably won't shield it. And then they shield the Ice Punch, and then I'm like, okay, I think I can get to another Ice Punch. I'll have to shield once, but that's fine. I can get that damage off. I can come in with Lickilicky and just bulk out of these last 2 matchups. Ooh, they get an extra in. It's not great, obviously. But these confusions also do a lot, and they have to throw a move. I could have stayed in with Hypno. The only thing is they might have farmed up to 2, and I just want to get to this Body Slam. This probably is the only one they're going to get off here since we decided to switch fast. I'm hoping so, at least. And they end up switching. This is great for us. I think they almost have a move on Alolan Ninetales anyways. So let's get this out of the way. Hope they have to throw a move. Well, not hope. They do have to throw a move at Lickilicky. And they don't have... Swampert's not the healthiest Pokemon. So the Confusions and the Lick's doing a lot. He actually times this really well. Probably has probably one over what he needs to throw here. And this is 2 Confusions to KO. But... actually doesn't end up KOing us. Probably undercharged a little bit to get a little more farm, but maybe he didn't know we were that close. I don't know if that was an undercharge or not. Not the best call here for me on the Swampert and Lickitung matchup. But we ended up 3606. I think that ended up being 41 on the leaderboard, so yeah, these were great. This was a great season. I was as high as 5th on the leaderboard. But unfortunately, that was before Speediest Chief was doing his top 8 weekly tournaments for the GBL Arena. I think that's what it's called. And but yeah, this next season I'm gonna try even harder. We're gonna go with the same team. I think what's really gonna help me this season is I think we finally figured out a team we really like in Ultra League. It's gonna be Open Ultra League as long as I can, but as y'all saw this season, it's tough to, maybe as you didn't see this season, I didn't do a lot of videos towards the end, but it was tough to even find games in Open Ultra League near the end of Ultra League, and it was already tough in the middle. So hopefully right up front when we get into Ultra League, I'll just start right away with Open Ultra League, and as soon as that dries out, we'll go to Ultra Premier. But yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. And I cannot thank my Patreons enough. Y'all have been so super supportive. And we're just going to name them out here. Look how many more people we've gotten since the last video. That's awesome. We got Donald Urabazo. I'm just going to butcher these names. I know it. Donald Urabazo, Patrick Wang, Rodrigo Cow, Michael Carlson, Marlon Date, Josh Lambert, and Norris JT791. And a huge, huge shout out to Donald and Patrick. They were the 2 students I had this season. They both achieved their goals this season, and I'm so proud of y'all. And hopefully next season y'all achieve your goals as well. And anyone who wants to sign up for the Patreon, definitely go to my Patreon link. It's going to be in the description below. Sign up for whatever you, whichever tier you want. It helps me out so much, and I will see y'all next season. Well, I don't think I'm going to do any Kanto videos. I'm just going to take the rest of the season off. The work's been crazy, which is why no videos have come out in the last 3 weeks. But yeah, I can't wait to start Season 8 with y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one.